Hola everyone, I'm Rebecca. In this series of videos, I'm going to walk you through my Camino Portugues. Get it? Walk you through? Anyway, I'll tell you the highs, the lows, what to pack, where to stay, what to eat, and everything in between. Ready? As a short introduction, I'm a middle-aged American woman who generally travels solo. I'm an engineer by trade, and I'm definitely a planner. I love exploring local food and probably won't turn down a tipple if offered. I'm definitely sarcastic and think myself quite witty if I do say so myself. In these videos, you'll get to see how I think through my trips, and you'll either walk away with all the details you need, or you'll be very scared of what happens inside my brain. If you like my style, I'd love for you to hit the like button, or even better, the subscribe button. Let's go! If you found this video, you're probably at least Camino curious, if not in active planning. So what's the Camino? The Camino de Santiago, or the Way of St. James, is a network of pilgrimages leading to the Shrine of the Apostle James in the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, where his remains are said to be interred. The cathedral is in Galicia, in northwestern Spain. The starting points are all over Europe, and I'm going to start in Porto, Portugal. Those are the basics. There's plenty of history available online, just Google. So do you have to be Catholic? No. Do you have to be religious? No. Should you do it with a personal intention instead of as a bucket list item? Probably, but not required. So how do you do it? Well, you put one foot in front of another for many, many days, walking potentially hundreds of kilometers. I backpack the entire way, always carrying my own bag, but many people use luggage transport. I'll give you more information along the way, but for now, let's pack and leave. So I mentioned that I backpacked the whole way. Planning and deciding what to pack will take some time, especially if you're new to this style of travel. I truly think I spent more time planning and weighing things than I did actually walking. I'll do a whole separate video on this later with tips and an organizational style that worked for me. But for now, know that I fit 3 weeks worth of clothes and supplies in a 38-liter backpack, which is carry-on size, and it weighed 14 pounds before water and snacks. Time to cross the pond. I Ubered to Washington Dulles Airport and took my last breaths of fresh air for quite a while. But you can't travel in style without some bubbles, right? Around sunset, I board my overnight flight to Paris on Air France. Ooh la la. I'm really hoping they don't leave these patriotic French flag lights on all night. I need to sleep. Bonus that they serve bubbles and wine with dinner, however, which is so much better than the American Airlines, right? In the morning, I land in Paris and clear immigration. I'm stamped into the Schengen area here, which means my next hop to Porto is basically considered a domestic flight, and I won't have to clear immigration or customs again. Once you arrive in Porto, you can just walk right out the door. I chose to take the metro to the city center. Super easy. First, buy your ticket. It's called an Andante card. There are cards you buy by the trip and cards good for 24 or more hours. For one trip from the airport to the city center in 2024, it's €2 plus 60 cents for the card. The card is rechargeable, so don't throw it out in case you want to use it during your travels again. Go out to the train platform. There's only one line outside, and it's the end of the line, so trains only go one way. That makes it pretty easy to get on the right train. Make sure you validate your card, otherwise there could be a penalty if you're caught. Do it no more than 10 minutes before your train. There's a little yellow machine on a post that looks kind of like a parking meter. Just tap your card on the machine. I took the metro to Bilbao, which was about 30 minutes. The station before that is Trinidad and allows transfer to all the other lines. I decided to walk the short distance from the metro to the Porto Cathedral, sometimes referenced as the Say Cathedral. It's about a kilometer walk, or 0.6 miles. I'll tend to use kilometers in these videos since everything here is measured in metric. I took lots of pics along the way and even some selfies, but you'll have to excuse my appearance. I've been up for about 36 hours at this point. So why did I go to the cathedral first? Well, I needed to get my credential. The credential is like your pilgrim passport. We'll talk more about that as we go, but basically you're going to collect stamps in it along the way to show in Santiago at the end in order to receive your Compostela, or certificate of completion. I actually bought 2. I wanted lots of stamps. I also bought a scallop shell to hang off my pack. You'll see these on a lot of pilgrims' packs. You can buy all of this in the museum ticket office at the cathedral. I needed to get my credential on that first day when I landed because I wanted to get an early start in the morning, and they didn't open until 9 a.m. that day. Now it's finally time to go find my hotel. I'm staying in the Zero Box Lodge. They bill themselves as not a hotel, but rather a groundbreaking experience a performance, a play where the guest is the main character, so how could I resist? The building is from 1883, and the first Portuguese movie was actually filmed there. It was also once a bank. As I approach, it looks like a normal older building, and the vintage vacancy sign is also a nice touch. But then I look up and there's, well, I don't know, a creature of some sort hanging over the edge. In the lobby, there's a free room. Anything goes apparently, but there are also rules, and it's art. It's confusing, but I'm too sleep deprived to figure it out at this point. I'll post the link below and you can explore how to be a guest in the glass-walled free room if that's your thing. Then, I wander into the bar on the first floor and find the old bank vault. The menu looks pretty good too. Next, I head upstairs to my room. The rooms are inspired by a Japanese capsule hotel. The bedroom is all wood, and there's a hatch in the ceiling if you want fresh air. It's a little strange with no light, like some kind of sensory deprivation experiment. Hey, but I even have my own swim goggles. Wonder what those are for. The bathroom is concrete and comes pretty well stocked. And everyone is greeted with a bottle of beer. This is definitely going to be a shower beer in a little while. The whole feel is definitely cozy, and I'm definitely tired. But first, I'm going to go explore the hotel and get some dinner. Upstairs on the roof, there are various art displays and a boat on the roof. There are also several stock tank pools for swimming and some sun loungers. Should have brought my goggles, splish splash. But wait, I found the creature. She's actually kind of cute up close. There's not much unpacking to do. That's a joke. I literally only have 4 outfits total with me. So I take a quick shower and I head out to find dinner. I walk a couple blocks to find one of the best known places for a Portuguese delicacy, the francesinha. This is Café Santiago, which opened in 1959. I sit at the counter to watch all the action and am warmly greeted by the staff. I order their specialty, a francesinha with fries and a beer. So what's this francesinha I speak of? First, know that I hate sandwiches for dinner, but I'm definitely going to make an exception for this. Okay, so first, it's big pieces of thick-cut toasted bread, then they add mortadella, then fresh sausage, then linguiça, then beefsteak, then ham, then cheese, then an egg, then more cheese on top, and then a secret sauce over all of it. It's served on top of fries. Hey, I'm just fueling up for a long walk tomorrow, okay? After dinner, I head down the high street with all the shops and stop for a glass of port. I am in Porto after all, and a pastel de nata, which is an egg custard tart. My goal is to become a connoisseur of these little treats over the next couple weeks. I then gracefully glide back to the hotel. Okay, it was more of a waddle after all that food, and then I crash for the night. Tomorrow, the hard part starts. I sincerely hope you join me for my walk. Just hit the subscribe and the like button if you enjoyed this. Boa noite.